sender for today is, let's just call him Mr. Introvert. Hey there Ninja! Welcome back to my channel. This is Rhea once again. You are watching the second episode of my newest video series that I call Dear Ninja. It is a series that I started recently to share stories from my viewers and subscribers and share them with you so that you can get inspiration and be motivated by these stories, and for sure you'll be able to relate to at least one of the stories that will be featured. But before we start, if you haven't subscribed yet, then please join the community by clicking the red subscribe button down below. If you have already subscribed, then thank you so much. The letter sender for today is, let's just call him Mr. Introvert. How do you really know if you are an introvert or if someone is an introvert? Actually, I already researched about that. But before I researched, I knew that when you say introvert, the person is shy. That is the most widely known meaning of introvert. You are shy. And you know what? I can say that I am an introvert. Even though I am speaking with you in front of the camera all the time, I still consider myself introvert. So I researched through psychologytoday.com, and I just looked up the 9 signs you really are an introvert. So number 1, you enjoy having time to yourself. That's me, check. Your best thinking occurs when you are by yourself. Me, check. You lead best when others are self-starters. Not so much with this. You are the last to raise your hand when someone asks for something from a group. I actually used to be like this before, so probably I have also overcome my being an introvert. Number 5, other people ask you your opinion. Yeah. You often wear headphones when you are in public situation. Actually, I do, but not all the time. Number 7, you prefer not to engage with people who seem angry or upset. Yes, that's me. Number 8, you receive more calls, texts, and emails than you make unless you have no choice. That's also me. And number 9, you do not initiate small talk with salespeople or others with whom you have casual contact. That is very me. I actually don't like small talks because I feel very uncomfortable. But this video is not about me. Pardon myself. Pardon that. The video is about Mr. Introvert, who sent me this message through Facebook. So this was what he said. I actually have another concern. I am a naturally born introvert. That's what he said. And then this goes the Tagalog part. You know the feeling na you're being left out kasi ang tahimik mo, while my co-trainees are extroverts. They actually get along well with each other. Instantly, I feel OP or out of place and awkward. How am I able to survive call center being an introvert like this? Your advice will really help. Thanks. This is also just my personal opinion, and you might or might not agree with it, and it is okay. In fact, comment down below if you have any violent reactions. Just be polite when you write down your comment. Okay, so what I can say to you, Mr. Introvert, is that again, when I started the call center industry, for sure I was also an introvert. I would always just be silent. It just so happened that I was able to find people who had the same wavelength as mine. So when you say you're an introvert, it doesn't mean that you don't have friends. You can still have friends. It's just that sometimes you're exhausted to be with so many people at once or to be in a crowd. And that's how I feel every single time. I can socialize, I can go out with people, but there is like a time limit to it. That there's a time when I say, okay, stop. I'm exhausted speaking to so many people. So being an introvert is not a hindrance to applying for a job, especially for a call center job. What I always say is that number one, you do not have to be best friends with everyone in your team or everyone in your class, but give yourself a chance to know the people who are with you every day, because you never know, you might meet someone who has the same wavelength as yours, or who thinks exactly, if not exactly, at least you think the same way, or you have the same level of thinking, right? You will not be able to find true friends right away, like the moment you start your call center training. Of course, it takes time for friends to develop, and sometimes you may have trust issues, and I actually do, I admit. But when you have that, you don't really have to give your all and to give yourself to the people who are around you. Just give what you think you are comfortable of giving or sharing about yourself. And you can join team outings, you can join team eatings. Sometimes we usually say no to those things because I'm an introvert, I don't want to go out with people, I'm shy, and that it seems like my teammates, my batchmates already have their own barangay. When you're in the Philippines, you say barangay, or it's like group. You have a group of people that you're joining with when there's a group task, or if it's a group activity, but it's the trainer's task to assign you to different groups so that you can also work well with other people. So, even though you are an introvert, it's okay. Just do your own thing, focus on your own learning, nurture your own skills and talents as you go along with your call center training. And if you feel out of place because you feel that your other teammates are already getting along well with each other, don't feel bad, because at some point you have to think that people come and go, especially in the call center industry. You don't even know if your teammates or your batchmates will stay longer, and who will stay longer. Maybe they will leave first, or you will leave first. So just because you are in a team or you are in a class doesn't mean you have to be too attached to them. You also have to think of yourself, and you have to admit that at the end of the day, you only have yourself to depend on. You may have your friends, you may have your teammates, but be self-reliant and trust yourself, and be able to learn how to work on your own, even though you have people around you who can also help you. So there, I hope that helps. And if again you're watching, or any one of you who feels like you can't move on because you're an introvert, don't worry, you will survive the call center industry even though you're an introvert. Maybe you will not be able to meet like-minded people during training, but when you're already endorsed to the floor, you will be assigned to different teams. So maybe you'll find your people, your tribe on the floor. Maybe you just haven't met them yet. So move on and move forward. Don't let it stop you from growing in the company. So that's about it for our letter sender for today. Thank you so much for watching and for listening. If you want your story to be featured in one of my videos for Dear Ninja, please email me hello@callcenterninja.com. Email on the description down below, and add on the subject line Dear Ninja. I will be glad to read it and share what I can share with you. So if you like this content, please click or tap like. Subscribe if you haven't yet. I have videos every Wednesdays and Fridays. Thank you so much for watching. See you again next